Hello again, and welcome back to Lemmings Plus II. So, continuing Cunning from level 11, which is very punningly titled Damn You. So it's 50 Lemmings, it's a 100%er. Skill set is mostly the last 4 skills. And another thing to note is that the floater in this level is basically a distraction. So, yeah. If you try and use a floater based setup, you're probably going to run out of skills. But once you work that out and trap the crowd successfully and don't get hit by the time limit, it's basically just your average worker lemming level really. So it's one of those levels that is basically hard by deception more than hard by some trick or whatever. So we're on to level 12 now, which is Jailbreak, and this level is a perfect example of why an X of everything level does not necessarily mean an easy level. So we've got 20 of everything, but with the 100% save requirement and the layout of the level, it is actually quite a hard level. So as you can see, the bottom lemmings are very securely trapped in. The only way to get them out would be with bombers, which isn't an option because it's 100%, so you've got to use the top groups to get down, get to each other, free the bottom groups. And of course it has to be taken into account that there is this one lemming here that's still stuck here, so that's why we've kept one guy up here. So yeah, for an X of everything level, especially a high value of X, it's a very challenging level. And as you can see, the time limit is also quite tight on it, with this last little lemming here just making it with a second to spare. The password has sack in it. Okay, so on to level 13, which is, yes, fine-tuned lemming, not down-tuned lemming. So this was the original name of this level back when it was like a split 2 paths thing, fine-tuned lemmings. So I kept that name for the third version. And this one, it may at a quick glance seem like it would be similar to right-tuned lemming, but having to go out the bottom and thus use the digger makes such a big difference. So I made this guy a climber now because that sort of gets him in the right timing for this bit. So as you can see, there's no real effective way to turn the lemmings around and make the fall safe. So instead what's done is the mine is used to hold them as long as possible while the climber comes and creates a safe way down for them. And this is the one version that actually requires all 8 skills to be used. I mean, there's probably some solution I don't know about that doesn't use all 8 of them, but the obvious solution, yeah. So we're on to level 14 now, which is called Oh Shit. I mean, it's called OS asterisk asterisk asterisk, but we all know it means oh shit. So basically the thing here is you just got a long snake of dropping lemmings coming rapidly out. You've got enough floaters for half of them, but you've got to save 4/5 of them. So it's basically a dish out floaters while building a platform as quickly as you can level. And once this platform is built, it's a quick mine down to one of the exits. This is very much an execution level, not really a work it out type. And we're on to level 15, which is Don't Panic, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy reference, obviously. So this is a very small level. It's also a relatively short solution with only 4 skills, but it can be a bit hard to work out the solution. So it's got the wait for the last lemming tactic here. Obviously you've only got a basher for one side, and this is a fatal fall, so builders and bombing won't help. So it's basically you build a safe landing under the other side. and bomb just in time to get enough home, or to get more than enough home. So we're on to level 16 now, which is look closely. So this level is somewhat based on, especially the first part is somewhat based on how I originally tried to solve Save Me from the original Lemmings, by having 2 Lemmings build the way rather than holding one back and releasing him later. This side, of course, is quite different. It's a matter of bombing to create a safe path, blocking off the edge, bashing through, and basically just doing things as quickly as you can so that you don't lose too many Lemmings. And of course the name comes from that the exit's not easily noticed if you don't look closely. So that we're on to level 17, which is Cyclic Lemming. Now this is a fairly praised level of Lemmings Plus II. This one is definitely a puzzle level. So first trick comes from holding the crowd from going off the edge, and that's done with a bomber there. That aside, to actually get them up, you don't have enough builders to do it. I don't know, you might be able to get them to the top, but you definitely need all 4 and wouldn't be able to get across the exit. So it's a matter of you send a few, no more than 4 under here, and they come around and come back to the start. And then one mine's down, another turns around in the miner's tunnel and builds across. And okay, so you've got a couple of spare climbers because it's very hard not to trap extra Lemmings down here. But the reason you have to wait and not just mine with the first one, I suppose you could if you wait till this level solved to make them climbers, but there is a trap here. It's the falling sand trap, which is only used in this and one other level. If you recall, the secret level in the cheeky rating also used that trap. And that's it. So we're on to level 18 now, which is the upwards mission. So it's basically the downwards mission in reverse, and you've got builders and climbers instead of a digger for this one. And it requires some very well placed skills. And yeah. It's definitely not an easy level. Basically got just enough skills to do it with. So there's no exact one set way of how to solve it. There's a few different approaches that work, but no matter which one you choose, they're all fairly tricky to place correctly, so that's the point behind that level. So with that, we're on to Cunning 19, which you may notice is the same music as the tuned Lemmings levels, but no, there is not a 4th tuned Lemming level. This one is Cunning's gimmick level. I bet you were wondering where that was. So it's Who Turned the Gravity Off, and as the title implies, it is a level with no gravity. Now in the introduction screen. So in the original version of Lemmings Plus II, back on regular Lemmings, this level had 20 of everything and a low save requirement, so it was a very easy level. The Neo Lemmings version increases the difficulty a lot, and one of the reasons it's able to do that is because if you notice, the Lemmings move downwards when there's a slope above them, which is they did not do in the original Lemmings version. That build is actually not necessary. He'll hit the ground and turn around as if it was steel. And yeah, that last digger isn't really necessary either. Okay, maybe it was. I'm guessing it's to do... I don't actually remember why that digger was needed, but I'm guessing that they come out lower than this guy did, or higher, and that stops them getting through. And so that's Cunning's gimmick level. So on to Cunning 20, which is Secrets of the Lemmings. So this level is somewhat inspired by Saga 5 from the Master System version. It's a bit harder than Saga 5 was. And the first thing I'll point out is this towards the left. Now this is actually hinting at where the secret levels are. So if you remember the ones we've seen so far, you can see that this sort of resembles Nice 16, like right at the right of the level where the secret trigger was up here and there was one of the exits here. This one here resembles the haunted house, Cheeky 8. You've got the one-way field here, terrain here, and the secret trigger was here. This one resembled Cunning, this one, which is like the island across the water, which had the fire bit here and the secret level trigger here. And this one was Sneaky's secret level, which was the arc here with water here and here, the sticking out bit here with the secret trigger here. Which leaves this one, which is Genius's secret level, so I'll say more about that when we get up to it. But yeah, that's, aside from the actual level itself, that's the main point of this level, that it, and the title hints at that it hints at where the secret levels are. So the actual level itself isn't really too hard. It's more than anything, it's just that it's a fairly short level, and you do only have the 2 blockers. You'll often need more than that. So here we've used a stacked builder to get the lemmings across. And so with that level done, that is it for the Cunning rank. And so I'll see you next time with Genius levels. Now if you didn't watch the previous video or you didn't listen to me at the end, Lemmings Plus 4 demo coming out very soon, as in within the next hour or two. So if you're interested in that, head over to Lemmings forums, and once it's out, grab yourself a copy. Now, it's not going to be a matter of waiting for me to upload it or me trying to get as close as possible to the time. I've already set it up, so the second it hits release date, it is available. So yeah, go and enjoy that, and keep watching the videos, and yeah, I will have to get on to doing copycat lemmings sometime, as I've said I will. But anyway, hope you're enjoying it, and have a good day.